Good morning, Cyber Traders. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see you all on the 30th of July. Good to see everybody. Welcome back. Good to see you, Lawrence, Grant, everyone. Good. All right, welcome back, everybody. It was what a crazy morning. A lot of stocks will take some big hits. I heard some new lawsuits are coming out on CrowdStrike. We're getting a couple of bounces on some other stocks that we've been doing. We did phase 3 yesterday. Today we have Top Gun options on my podcast at 11 o'clock. And you definitely want to be tuned in for that. We got Traders Talk at 1. Busy day of education, big day of events. Classes of phase 3 is going to start right after this, what we're done. So a lot going on. But before we do so, I want to talk about one of the stocks. A lot of you guys have been having a lot of fun trading this morning. IMNN. You guys did really, really good this morning. Started a little bit late, but 7:30. Got a little bit of a push here at 3:30. Ran out to about almost high is about a little bit over 4. A lot of little nasty shakes on it, but that stock is gapped up pretty big, and there's some other ones that are getting hammered. Maybe we'll get a dead cat bounce on some of these stocks. I'll show you in the next few moments. Before we do that, let's talk about what happened yesterday, because yesterday we had a couple of really nice stocks that we traded, and I want to start off and show them what we've been doing. So a couple of stocks are going to be picking up from this morning that just absolutely been great swing trades. Okay. They turned out to be good day trades. And now it looks like everybody's catching on to the swing trade on it. So Serve, this robotics company, has just been doing absolutely fabulous. You can see it right here. We're going to put it back on the watch list, SERV. I mean, what day was this we were watching? The 19th. So we saw this stock on the 19th go from 3 to 8, right? And that was pretty crazy. Then the next day, it shot up to about 13. It built up some stability. And this is basically what we're looking for a swing trade. It started consolidating, and then boom, went from 10 all the way to 22. She's up big again. She was up big yesterday. She's up big again today. There's only one issue. You got to be careful of the stock. She is very she's not your category 1. She's a very, very volatile stock. She's probably in the 3 category. We did trade it yesterday in class, but just be very, very careful. I'm always looking on the defense more than offense. Remember, you always got to have that game plan. But yes, good stock. Another one that did really well for yesterday was TWOU. That one was a very nice, inexpensive stock. Went from $1.50 all the way to $3.50. That was probably the best stock that we traded yesterday. What was awesome about this stock was this, okay? And let me just do a quick little training program because we covered this in class. This stock was a gap fill, all right? So you could see it right here. The stock got destroyed, went from $4.50 and went all the way back down to $1. And then it kind of built here. And we were watching for the past, when we had that gap fill. And I said, keep an eye on it, okay? Keep a very, very close eye on this stock. And then sure enough, you could see what happened yesterday. It ran from $1.40 up to $3.50. Once it broke through this resistance levels right here, boom, the thing was off to the races. It was an awesome run. That was probably the best trade of the day. I know a lot of you basically made your money for the day on that and just called it quits there. So that one, not only did it move in the pre-market, but it worked unbelievable in the market hours. RR was another very cheap little stock. She's moving again this morning. Going to put it back on the watch list. Right in the middle of the day, it ran from, and by the way, it's another robotic stock. It's the same thing like the SCRV. So that one moved up pretty well too right there. Sava was another one. She's up again this morning. Stock that got destroyed. Went from 8.19 all the way down to 8. She's filled in that bad gap right there. She looked like she's testing the resistance levels. I'm going to put it back on the watch list again, Sava. That one's not that bad. And then obviously a couple other stocks that we traded on the more expensive stocks, on the swing stocks. Lockheed Martin's doing really, really well. I got out of Eli Lilly, so you could see it now broke down to 800 after hitting 900. So a lot of us got out between 9 and 850. You could see it. That was a pretty good trade right there. and CrowdStrike is taking a big hit. It's not going to be a good buy yet. If you watch the videos, I know some of you on social media right here are watching it too. Hopefully you watched some of those videos. I was talking about CrowdStrike. I was just hearing that Delta hired a big shot attorney, and they're suing. They said they got nailed because Delta's the one that got hit the worst. They got nailed for about a couple $100 million that they lost due to this CrowdStrike deal. So I don't know how that's going to go about. But let me tell you, CrowdStrike coming up to a big support level right here. Right here, I'll keep an eye on it at, what's that low right there? Right around below a 240. Okay. Let me just check on level 4. I'm going to put CrowdStrike on my watch list. CRWD. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Yeah, you can see some more. It's not a lot of orders, but you can see some of them right there. You see 240, 5,000. You can see them are starting to show up right now. Not a lot. But we know that goes 10 times when the market opens up. Actually, you could see what happened yesterday. It did in the pre-market. In the after hours, it did drop down to 245. So she did bounce a little bit due to that news. So we're going to keep an eye on that. So anyway, that's what we got going on. Let's go check on what's going on for the swing trade. Oh, Apple too. What happened with Apple too? I talked about Apple too. Yeah, Apple, I wasn't ready to buy on it, but looks like she's trying to build some support levels here. All right. So anyway, another big news yesterday was Bitcoin. Bitcoin did phenomenal yesterday. Our previous President Trump was speaking at the big Bitcoin convention, but it looks like you could see some of the stocks after that. You ever hear the story, buy on rumors, sell at news? That was selling on the news. So a lot of them did back off yesterday, but we had a really, really, really big, we got really close to a resistance level. And I want to share this with some of you here. So you could see right here, Bitcoin, for some of you don't know, we trade on level 4, we follow orders, and Bitcoin had a big iceberg order right around 70,000. You could see it right there. It's been, all day. You can see how it's been trading there. So big resistance levels right at that Bitcoin price. And let me just move this over because those are my students, and we'll go back. All right. So right now we'll put that on the park list on Bitcoin stocks. But let's go back to what is moving this morning. So we got this one stock right here that's moving up okay. And I'm going to write this down. IMNN. Now, this one, I want to point this out and show you what we got going on right here. Big iceberg order starting to show up over here. But then we had a big order right here that showed up right around $4. And then we had that big buy. Then all of a sudden, we're getting a ladder effect on the offer. So we got a lot of sellers coming up. So that's probably the reason why it's not really going up too much, as we could see right here. So I'll be really, really careful trading this stock. You could see how it kind of hit that resistance, started coming back down. So that kind of makes sense a little bit. Unless somebody takes out those big orders around 440-ish, then the stock could break out. And one that's also moving up pretty decent right now is this PCSA. Writing this down. It's going to go on the watch list. All right, so you can see here, stock went to $3, came all the way back down to 220, and now it's going back to 3. And now it looks like it's backing off. Why is it doing that? Got a big iceberg order showing up, and he just added to it around $3. See him right there? But this guy showed up here around $1.90, which is pretty far out of the way. But you can see him getting a big green ball. Looks like we're testing it right now. See if he takes him out. But that stock looks really, really strong. It's getting close to that highs. This stock was a $15 stock, got destroyed. Maybe we'll get a nice little dead cat bounce now, maybe because the news came out on it. So that one is okay. These are all garbage. Pharmaceutical. This stock we traded the other day. You remember this one? Went from $1 to $5. That was one of those 300% movers we traded. And RR, I know some of you guys are looking at RR too. That stock was 11, got crushed. RR's been doing pretty decent. It did good yesterday, and it's starting to move up again. So, like I said earlier, we put this back on the watch list. I kind of like this one right here. All right, that pretty much does it. Once we're about 10%. Losers. Again, this stock is getting crushed, destroyed, hammered. I don't know what more to say. This stock is just getting killed. This is not a stock split, okay, fellow traders. This is a catastrophe. The stock, what's the news on this? Served me well. Oh, John says, wow, served him well on that serve that he traded yesterday. Let me just share that in the, well, good for you. Good for you, John. Appreciate that. One of my gold students here in the cyber group room. Very good. We're going to keep it on this stock. You know I love bottom fishing. Listen, we saw what happened. We saw what happened. Whatchamacallit, with the, what do I have up here? Oh shit. There we go. With the TWOU, could be the same thing. So that one's going on the watch list. Another stock that's getting destroyed right now. Looks like she broke through support levels. So CYM. Getting a lot of sellers out here. 20,000. You can see it right here. Not looking too good right there. 20,000. Start backing off a little bit. Let me check the, I didn't put the, just curious what is, let me look what QXO looks like. QXO, got orders trying to buy it here. We got some good Iceberg orders, 30,000, 15,000. It's going to probably be pretty damn volatile, I can tell you that. And keep a close eye, so be very careful. It looks like a category 4 already. All right, anything else? Let's go check New York Stock Exchange. Usually don't find any too much here, but this one does look terrible. Was the earnings announcements came out with $13.50 to $15 backed off. Looks like it's testing these resistance levels right here. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll see how that one's not terrible. BYON pretty much does it. Yeah, that's it. Anything else? New York Stock Exchange? Any losers? Dead cat bounces? No. All right. And what else we got going on? Well, how the brand name's doing? Tesla is making a little bit of a comeback right there. Nice little push. I did a video on Tesla too, and I said Tesla had some big support levels. If it holds here pretty strong, it should do pretty well. It looks like it is doing that exactly. It looks like it's holding here and started making a little bit of a push up. But Tesla took a really, really big hit right here. So kind of built some support, and that was it. Anyway, so that should affect other stocks. All right. And wow, that thing's getting crushed. Crushed. Imagine that, 82% down $50. My God, what was the news on that again? Is that the news, Leland? Trump's son-in-law backed the software giant. Q dropped 80% in pre-market validation. Wow. 90 billion to 8 billion. That's the news. Wow, that is crazy. Anyway, that's the news right there. Post that. You got the news out there? Here. If everybody wants to read it on social media, that's the news right there on that stock. Anyway, so you can find a dead cat bounce, but obviously it's not looking good for that stock. That is a catastrophe. And it looks like a new IP. It looks like a new company. It was up in the 300s, down to $10 in 2 months. Damn, that's terrible. All right, let's get ready for the market open up, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I reply back to all my comments on social media. Students, we got class today at 9:35. I'll see you there. That's where we're going to be taking everything we've learned and put it to the test. We got the podcast today, webinar. You all invited. You're going to ask. We got my good friend Matt from Top Gun Options that's going to be coming on. And we'll talk a little bit about his fighter jets, and we'll talk about his experience as a trader. He was a floor trader here in New York. Great options trader. Been around for decades. I'm going to have fun to have him on, so don't go anywhere. And then you got Traders Talk right after that. So you're going to have a busy schedule for lessons. We're going to broadcast everything live on our social media. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, please email me. I'll be happy to ask them. Good luck, everyone, today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be pick up in 15 minutes. For everybody else, if you want to join us, you also got that QR code in the top left-hand corner. Click it, subscribe to it. We'll see you then. Good luck, everybody. Don't go anywhere and trade safe.